Cool. So take us to the point where you're at one location and you're humming along. The brand's doing great.
Yeah.
And there's more opportunity. How did you scale? Take us to that point. You're 8 locations now.
I think it's not humming along process. I remember one time we were going from a first location to second location, and I think the ego got the best of me. I thought, well, we're generating like $1.8 million run rate, and I think that I can use this cash flow to open up my second location. And I quickly realized that, I can't pay a payroll. Ooh. So that was really a great learning opportunity for me. Luckily,
so I was able to understand. Yeah. So when you pulled the money from location 1 to go open location 2, you couldn't afford to pay the people at location 1.
Well, because there are many things that happens. Like there's a construction delays, there's an unforeseen cost that associated with it. You're still
paying rent during all that time.
I'm paying rent. I gotta pay. Staff that are working at a first location, but I remember I got to also start paying for my second location employees for training. Yeah. And the cash was tight. Yeah. So I had to go borrow money at a 15% interest rate.
Ouch.
Yeah.
So reflecting back at that, what things would you have done differently? What things would you have considered that you didn't consider to set yourself up for better success?
Yeah. Strategy, planning. Again, I would have gone out and asked more questions to people who are more experienced to get their insights, and just being more methodical and strategic, and having some patience. And because I was like, let's go open a store, let's go open up a truck. And that's how I have been. So I thought my way was the right way.
I think there's something to be said about that. There is something to be said about just going.
Yeah.
Because when you're in the situation and you got to make payroll, that frontal lobe kicks into hyper gear and goes, and it's the problem solver. Like, there's a way to figure this out. Yeah. But unless you put yourself in the hard situation, you're never going to kick that thing into gear.
That's right.
And but you force yourself into these situations.
Yeah.
You force your way out of them too.
That's right.
But get more specific. So you were specific with the idea of like you didn't have the foresight to consider payroll.
Right.
You didn't have the foresight to consider that the construction would go longer.
That's right.
What are some of the other things that you didn't have the foresight for? Like, give us like a punch list of the things that we should think of that we probably are not thinking of.
Well, asking yourself a question of, is the first location going to be successful? Is second location going to be as successful as the first location? Yeah. Like, that's also a question to ask. Is second location going to be as a great of a location than the first one? Yeah. That's, something to be asked too. Do we have the money and the resources and the people to maintain the first location the way it is? Do I have the right structure in place at a first location and for me to scale to the next, that's similar operation to the second location? Those are the questions that to be asked, but I don't think I asked that at that time.
Okay. I like this stuff. So, get more into like the inside, like the systems of inside the business, the people inside the business, and scaling that aspect. Yeah. Because I think you alluded to that just a little bit there, but I think that's where a lot of people miss the mark. So get into how you empower your people to do the job when you're not there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I think how I would want to answer this is that most people, I think, enjoy structure, enjoy system, and they like having persistent programs to eliminate chaos. And today, those people are great partners of mine, and I learned so much from them. Okay, but for me, I seek for chaos and problems. Oh my God, and issues. I'm right there. So I think that those. I had so many blind spots, right? Yeah. And they were telling me things, I didn't listen. Okay. So ego got the best of me. And
what's one thing they told you, or two things that they told you that you weren't listening?
Well, it's too fast. Yeah. And I said, no, like we've opened 5 food trucks and we're doing fine. We can do this with our brick and mortar stores too. Yeah. Yeah.
So, what does the right speed look like? How do you, you're going too fast. I mean, you opened from 2015 to 2016, 17, 18. You're at 8 locations now.
Right.
You kind of tapped the brakes there for a while. So
yeah, we did a little bit. Yeah.
When was it the fastest point which you're scaling?
I think that we're not there yet. We're about to scale
up to
for
this
the next.
point.
Yeah. So I think we have been doing a good job. Like we put a break a little bit for 1 year to make our system more solid.
So in 2016.
Yeah.
Sorry, 2000. You were at 6 locations in 2018, right?
Right.
Okay. And then you tapped the brakes 2018 to 2019.
And then we just opened 1 each. So now we're going to be at 8. And so
you opened 6 locations in 3 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What were the biggest differences and changes in your business to be able to evolve and sustain and manage that?
Yeah. People.
Okay.
Luckily, very lucky in a sense that I have a core group of people that have the capacity to grow. And every time they stepped up to find better systems, manage it better.
How do you create that culture where people are willing to step up and feel comfortable to step up?
Yeah, I think the first thing is they see the bigger vision. And second thing is trust. Going back to our core values, right? Like we're respectful for each other's skill sets and strengths, and we're vulnerable, we're open, and we're kind of warm to each other. We're family.
Yeah. How do they see the bigger picture?
I think some people do better than the others. There are some people that, when I say, hey, we're going to become the world leading Korean barbecue brand, there's some people out there.
Jay's drinking the Kool-Aid again.
Right. Or they say, let's go. Yeah. Right. And then there's some people like, well, walk me through how we're going to get there. So I need to take the steps.
Yeah.
And then there are people that says Jay's delusional, right? Like it's unrealistic.
But I think the one thing that came from this story, from what you're sharing with us, I think is really important. I want to lean into it a little bit more, is that the reason why the thing that's changed the most is the people, letting people step up.
Yeah, absolutely.